It all started when I purchased a Bob the Builder VHS tape at a local fancy shop. I know what you're thinking. What's a grown ass man doing purchasing the Bob the Builder VHS? Well, first of all, it's none of your fucking business how I spent my hard earned money, and second, it was for a public research housing project. By the very moment I had put the VHS tape on, I was already concerned. This being one of my favorite programs, I really wanted to know why it was called Bob the Bilderberg. The Bilderbergs, as in the multi-trillion-dollar bankers who control the world government. Why on earth would that be in this cartoon? When I learned, hold on, where was I? Right, and then I learned a cold, hard, hideous truth that I wish I had known before putting on this great program. Something so shocking that it changed the way I view cartoons and construction for the rest of my life and forever. Something so concerning that the very idea of the concern is that something was going on. Something bad. Something terrible. Some up to no good Nixon and Washington were planning something. I wanted to know what. It started with Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder. Well, gang, today we are going to be finishing the camp project that we were working on for the big election. Also, by the way, the Twin Tower project went out with a bang. Bob looked at the camera and the camera zoomed into his face. What did that mean? What kind of camp is this? A marshmallow camp? One of the trucks said out loud, excitedly. The talking truck. A sleepover camp? A picnic camp? No! Bob yelled happily. A FVMA camp. Wait, what? What was that? FEMA camp. Uh, a female camp, he said, gritting himself. Bob's head spun 360 degrees on its wobbly frame as I heard a loud crack that really began to hurt my ears. A female camp, one of the bulldozers said. That's great. We can invite Wendy. Bob held up a large paper box. Don't worry, compadre. She's already here. What do you mean? One of the trucks said. I have a gift for you, compadre, Bob said. His British accent no longer sounded British. What? The truck said. What is it? Twinkly lights? Candy and cake? No! Bob yelled, smiling and smiling and smiling away. He opened the box, revealing the severed wobble head of Wendy. Oh my fucking god! The truck was yelling. Oh my fucking god. All this cursing, very inappropriate, and from a truck. I'm okay, Wendy smiled, her head severed. I was beginning to get really concerned. Bob the Builder smiled. Americans, your coffins have arrived, paid for by your own U.S. tax dollars, he yelled, showing some plastic coffin liners in the background. Bob began to rant about inflation, taxation, the national debt, and the usurping of global funds through a reverse funnel project paid for by the United States Federal Reserve, contracted out by a series of multinational billionaires with corporate holdings overseas. It was all pretty boring. I had stopped paying attention. I got excited when he began to finally build something. It was a swastika. The Germany Nationalist Party will rise again, he yelled. I will summon, man, he screamed. Bob was sounding less like he worked in construction and more like a raving lunatic. Der Fiend sein sexy, he screamed. A plank here, a plank everywhere. Sound nuts. Bob? Bob the Builder? This wasn't Bob the Builder. I noticed a shovelman and a slight bit of beard stubble. As one pupil was missing the whole time, I just hadn't noticed. This man was an imposter. What the what? Constructions and this vinyl solution, he screamed. This was no building. He was assembling wooden planks to resemble a swastika. He was a neo-Nazi, or maybe just a Nazi, maybe just some fellow who liked yelling German things. Whoever he was, I knew I wasn't safe watching this. He was moving the eyes mold of the trucks. He took out a wrench and tore his eyes from their sockets while the trucks just lay there. Cold, emotionless, dead like trucks. An haired man, a small leprechaun-shaped fellow in a tiny dancing dollar walked out. My confusion grew to suspicion, then horror when the next sequence of events shattered the fragile frame of my soft-boiled sanity into a heart-shelled goopy mess of terror. The words he liked flashed on screen in capital letters in bold-faced Comic Sans font. The kind you get in a trial of Microsoft Windows 95 and after dark screensaver that you play because you couldn't afford actual video games. His accent was loud and fierce as he raised his fists. Can we fix it? He screamed. Yes, we can. The main truck saluted, letting their lifters in unison to the furious narrator. Yes, we can! It must have taken thousands of hours to render the massive trucks that slowly zoomed out of the claymation landscape. All those trucks saluted at once, horrifically, terribly, worst of all, and not a single one seemed to have eyes. The almighty Aller had won again. The trucks began digging graves in several boxes like the ones earlier were loaded up into trucks run by the remark P. Pfizer, Goldman's, Socks, and naked, bleeding Uncle Sam.